Hi loves, it's Lacee and welcome to our space. So for today's video, I am going to be sharing with you some monogram Christmas gifts that I am going to be making with the newest addition to my studio, the Ortur Laser Master 3, which allows you to engrave and cut with a diode laser. And I'm so excited because I made these coasters and I was able to cut out these tags with this machine, plus the other gifts that you saw in the beginning. While I'm not getting paid to review this laser or anything, it was gifted to me by ZBANX, and I want to thank them for sending this machine to me to test out here on my channel. So let's take a look at what this laser is. The Ortur Laser Master 3 is the third generation in their lasers, and it comes with a newer, clean and sleeker look to the laser. This whole system is what you get in the box, and I have already unpacked it and put it together. It took about 25 to 30 minutes to assemble the frame and hook the laser to it. Everything you see here comes in the box, including the instruction manual that has a link to the video on their website for assembly, so it's easy to do. You get safety glasses, as you can see there, because this is a laser and you need to protect your eyes. Also, this bag down here came with some test materials, also a few of the zip ties to hook the wires to the laser together. You also get a toolkit that allows you to use only the tools that are in the kit to put it together. No other tools are necessary, and the air assist tube and system. On the front right side, we have the emergency stop, the keys to allow the machine to work, and the on and off button. And here on the left, we have the Wi-Fi antenna and the connection for the power source that is sitting here. It also comes with a USB cable, so you can hook it to your laptop or your MacBook Pro. And on the back right side, you have the connection to put in your micro SD card, your reset button, and a boot button there. And then on the back right, we have a switch that allows you to connect a rotary tool to this machine without having to unconnect the laser itself. And directly in the middle, you can see in the back, is the laser module. It is a 10-watt module with an air assist fan in it, and the top is the connection to the laser module. The other black dot on the top is where you connect the air assist tubing that you use for cutting. Then on the side of the laser module, the silver button you unscrew to lift and lower the laser module. And this little tab that's on front is the pull down lever for the foot in order for you to focus it. Next, I am turning the key, and I'm going to push down the button and hold it for 5 seconds to turn on this machine, and we are ready to go with the smartest, the safest. If this machine is bumped, lifted, it will turn itself off, or even if it catches fire, and the fastest engraver at 20 millimeters per minute. Now, I have never used a laser before. This is a diode laser and not a CO2 laser, so you don't have to vent it out a window or anything. And this laser, as you can see, is sitting on some plywood in my garage, which makes it really nice that it is portable and you can pick it up and take it from place to place. So we are going to start off with the free app. It is the Laser Explorer app that you can use with this machine. When you open it up, you can go to controls, and here there are some minimal controls where you can move the laser around on its axis and do some of. Once you get an image in, you can hit the configure button at the bottom, and it will show you some choices that are already made at the top for like different types of material, different types of wood. Also, it will tell you what your settings are and how many times it will cut. So I wanted to do a test material, and I had this image already on my phone. So I simply selected the image and put it in the middle of my workspace, and you can size it with the middle button there. And then you can have the machine preview where the cut area is going to be, and that's what it's doing. I'm cutting this out on a Dollar Tree wood round. It is basswood and is very, very thin. I increased the size here, as you can see on the screen of my image. It says 85%, and you can do that just by sliding it back and forth. It lets you know the sizes and everything, and there's the preview button that previewed where it would cut. Once you have that, you hit engrave up on the top of the screen, and it'll bring up a prompt that says, is your laser focused? So here we go back to the actual laser module, where we're going to pull down this little lever that I had, which is the foot, and then unscrew the little silver bolt on the side and lower your laser down until the foot hits your material that you're using for your project. Then we're going to tighten very tightly that screw on the side and then put the foot back up, and that focuses your laser properly for your machine. Then I'm going to hit confirm on that, and it's going to say go ahead and engrave. I here made my first little mistake, and be careful because this does have a strobe effect on in case you're sensitive to it. This is my video at regular speed. I did not check my speed for this properly, and so I have sped up this footage in the video, but it is engraving onto this wood round at 800 millimeters per minute. It needed to be a whole lot faster than that because it took 45 minutes to engrave this. Like I said, it was my first thing that I did for a test. And I decided to go ahead and decorate it for you guys. We're going to look at it here really quickly. It turned out really pretty. I love the saying. I decided to put down just a little bit of greenery and make a bow to go on this for you guys. But I wanted to show you how nice it worked, even though it took so long for this to engrave. Totally user error. Like I said, I have never used a laser engraver cutter before, and I was so excited that I didn't check the settings that I had it on properly for it to engrave. It needed to go at a much faster speed, and it wouldn't have taken so long. So here I am just taking a simplified version of my Lacee Space bow and putting it on the top in between the greenery to make this project complete. I will link my bow tutorial down in the description of this so you can see exactly how I did it. But look at how nice this engraved this, and this was my test material. So let's do it again. I need to again make sure that my laser is focused, but I didn't change it, and I'm going to do another wood round from Dollar Tree. It's very thin basswood for this, and I'm doing a different image. I have a monogram K that we're going to use throughout the rest of this video pretty much, and I am uploading that image into the software. So this is what it looks like. Now at the bottom, I'm going to hit run and hit confirm that I want it to go ahead and engrave. And here we have it engraving at regular speed. It turned out so nice. I sped up the video. This is just a video. The laser is not going this fast. So you guys can see. And I have this at 3,000 millimeters per minute at 50% power. And it only took 9 minutes and 42 seconds to engrave. I wanted to try it to make it nice and dark on here. And it is pretty much in the middle of this wood round. And I love how it turned out. So next, I decided let's do something a little more beefier, a little more chunkier. This is a cutting board that I ended up getting from Home Goods, and I'm just measuring here to find center of it because it does have a live edge on the side, and I don't want the laser to go over to the live edge. You don't have to do this under the machine. You should do it before. And again, I am here focusing the laser to the machine because this is much thicker wood. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, as this is framing out to see where it should cut, I do have some 1x2 or 1x4 boards under to lift it up because this is a thicker material. And I did it at 10,000 millimeters per minute at 60% power, and it took under 10 minutes. However, you can see it's very grainy, and this board was a little damaged, which didn't affect the laser at all, but it didn't come out really well. So I decided to try a different kind of software. I had seen many videos that used light burn, so I thought let's try that software instead, and I downloaded it for free use for 30 days, and then you could purchase it if you like it. And here it is on my laptop, on my Windows laptop. I have a MacBook and I have a Windows laptop, and I thought because my phone is an iPhone and I use iOS for the free sample, I would do my laptop for this one. So this is actually my fiance Chad doing all of this for me to get the machine hooked to it. It was really easy, and now it's ready to go. And you can see this little green dot in the middle shows that's where my laser is focused for the center of the project. Now I'm going to import my image, which is that same K. It's a monogram K. Everything I'm making is a gift for a loved one of ours, so you will see this across the theme of this video. So now for this particular software, you hit frame and it frames out exactly where you're going to be engraving. I'm using 3,000 millimeters per minute and 60% power, and it took 9 minutes and 52 seconds to engrave. As you saw, it showed in that preview. It will tell you exactly the amount of time. I sped up this footage again just so you guys don't have to sit through it, so you could see the difference in this cutting board, which is actually part of the other cutting board that I cut in half, and it came out super nice and a whole lot clearer. The wood grain is what's making it look a little different on the side, and I actually like it. It's pretty rustic, and the loved one we're making it for will love it because it is rustic. And here's the side by side of the two pieces. I did sand down the other piece initially that has the handle part to it and redid it, and it still came out a little wonky, so I will be sanding that down again. So now I want to move on to this piece, and I have to tell you, this was my favorite thing that I did. It is from Target. It was only $5 in their dollar spot. As you can tell, this material is way thicker, so I had to lift up the laser. I'm doing this by using some paint cans on each corner and then some boards across. I also leveled out the tin and by using some wood underneath it, and I put a level on it to make sure that it was level. And I ran it at the exact same speed that I did the other one. And it is my favorite project. I turned out so well. I really wish I would have purchased more of these because I think it's perfect to add things into for Christmas gifts. So then I decided, let's try it on something smaller, and I had these coasters that I got from Home Goods. The bottom of it is wood. I don't know what kind of wood, and the top has a little bit of marble on it. So I did the exact same thing, the exact same power level of 60 and at 3,000 millimeters per minute, and these took about 5 minutes to print because it is smaller. They are off-center just a little bit, but it still works for me. But if you remember, this can also cut materials. So I went into Lightburn and I created a circle. Over on the left hand side, you can see a lot of different shapes, and one of them is a circle. So I put down the circle and then put my image inside of the circle in the middle, making sure it's in the middle. Then over by the top left in the box, it shows the actions that the laser is going to take. So first, I laid down some really thin leather, very thin leather, and it is going to print out that image first. I taped it down just so it wouldn't move because we are outside, and then the laser is going to go ahead and cut around the circle in a line all the way around, and it's going to do this 2 times. We're cutting at 100 millimeters per minute and at 100% to make sure that it goes through, and it did. It cut it out perfectly. I made a mouse pad with that is monogrammed. I thought it turned out really nice. I'm going to put a backing on it and give it as one of the gifts. So I knew it could cut leather. I'm pretty sure it can cut wood. I have this really thin craft wood that came from Joanns fabrics. I don't know how thick it is, but it is basswood, and I put an image in that is a tag, and I'm going to try to cut the tag out and the K, a letter K in the middle of it. I had it go around it twice for the K and twice for the tag and for the opening, and it did not work. It was not cut exactly clear. I went to go check to see if it was through, and I kind of bumped the machine, so I had to start over. And so now I'm doing it a second time at the same power level of 100% at 100 millimeters per minute, and I'm doing it around in the K and the circle and the tag 3 times, and it will work like a charm. And you can see some smoke coming off the machine because it is burning through the wood at the top and into the wood base that's underneath. I need to get a metal honeycomb base underneath it, and you wouldn't see that as well. It would probably not burn through. Plus, I am outside in my garage, the door is open, and I have a fan blowing toward it. I am wearing my safety glasses as well. So now I'm just going to throw this together as a tag so you guys can see how I'm making it into a Christmas gift. I'm taking some glittered craft paper and I am gluing it down on the inside of the tag on the K. I folded it in half and hot glued that together, and now I'm putting some wood glue on the actual wood to hold the tag together because it will be a whole lot sturdier when it's glued together with wood glue instead of hot glue. And then I'm going to put the other tag on top of it, so no matter which direction you see it, it will look just like the K. I'm going to clip it together with some of these clips that have pink on them from Dollar Tree, and then some clips that you would use that you get at your office supply store. And here's how it turned out. I'm actually going to put a piece of ribbon on it and hang it on the side of the 10, as you can see right there. And this is all of the projects that I did. I'm in love with this machine. I'm in love with what it has done. It is pretty simple to use. I know I didn't talk you through a lot of the stuff on Lightburn, but it's easy to use once you get in there. And you can use the free app altogether. That's an app on your phone. And there's another app, and I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it's also free for laser machines. But look at how nice the tag turned out. And there is my mouse pad in the back. And then my favorite project is the 10, 100%. I just love how it turned out. I really wish I would have bought more of those. And my coasters, and you can see in the background there is my cutting board. I threw in some candies and some spumante and stuff to make it a really nice gift. And I even ended up keeping my test project. And for this one, I put it just behind an existing wreath that I already have. I simply hung it on the hook first and then hung the wreath over it, and it makes for the perfect project that you can change it with different seasons or different holidays, and you will always have your monogram available. So that is it for this video. Comment down below which one of these was your favorite project. You guys already know mine was the 10, but I think they all turned out pretty well for my very first time ever using a diode laser. So I want to thank Ortur so very much for sending it to me. And I want to thank you guys for always watching, liking, and sharing my videos. And if you're not a subscriber here at Lacee Space, I don't know why not. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and hang out with us for a while. We have a lot of fun here. I also have their rotary tool, which allows you to engrave on things like wine glasses or travel mugs. Pretty much anything that's circular in shape. Also, this would make a great Christmas gift to anyone who owns their own small business. It would expand your things that you can make and sell greatly, because I know I have not tapped into everything this machine can do. So that is it for this video. I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye, loves.